Hi, I'm Alexandra and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making a fantastic recipe from my cookbook, Quick Fix in the Thermomix, lemon and poppy seed cheesecakes. I love them, they're easy, they can be made in advance and simply pulled out when you're ready to serve, making them perfect for entertaining. So firstly, we need the rind of 1 lemon. Now I've already done this, but I've done it with a vegetable peeler because you want to make sure you only get the yellow outside part of the lemon and leave the white pith behind. It's bitter and it will ruin the flavour of the cheesecakes. So in Thermomix, rind of 1 lemon and also a tablespoon of corn flour. Now the reason we zest the lemon with the corn flour is it gives a much finer result. The other thing you need to make sure of is that your Thermomix is really dry. If there's any water in there, you're not going to zest it finely. So lid on, and then we're going to zest it for 15 seconds on speed 9. Okay, wonderful. So that's been zesting for 15 seconds. What we've got now is a fine powder with the lemon and the corn flour, which is perfect. We're going to add 100 grams of caster sugar. I've pre-measured this. And we're just going to mill that for 4 seconds on speed 8, which again will get it down even finer. Wonderful. So now we have a yellow lemony powder, perfect base for the cheesecakes. So we're going to add the wet ingredients next. We're using half cream cheese and half ricotta, 250 grams of each. The reason we do that is adding the ricotta gives a much lighter cheesecake, perfect after a heavy meal. So we'll add in our cream cheese and our ricotta. Now, you have to use fresh ricotta from the deli. If you use the pre-packaged stuff from the supermarket, it's going to be way too wet and your cheesecakes will not set. The other thing we're going to add is 2 eggs. Now, I'm going to pre-crack these into a glass. The reason I do that is if they're rotten and you crack them into your Thermomix bowl, you've ruined your whole mixture. Now, you're going to know pretty fast if these are rotten, don't worry. Wonderful. So in the Thermomix. Now we're just going to blend that for 10 seconds on speed 4. Okay, so that's been mixing for 10 seconds now. We've got a beautiful creamy cheesecake mixture, exactly what we want. We're just going to put that to warm for 3 minutes, 70 degrees, speed 3. Easy. Now while we're doing that, we're going to take our Dario molds. I've got silicone ones today, but you can also get metal ones, either works. We need 8 of them for this recipe. That's about all you're going to fit in the Veroma. So once you've got these, I'll just demonstrate with 2. Take some melted butter. The way that I melt the butter is just putting it in a ramekin of hot water. Then you don't need to put it in a microwave or get the stove on or anything like that. So just brush the Dario molds liberally with the butter. This ensures that the cheesecakes don't stick and it makes it really easy to turn them out. Wonderful. And then we're going to fill them with the poppy seeds. So, poppy seeds. We're just going to put a heaped dessert spoon, maybe even a little bit more, in the ramekins. Then, if you take 2, be careful you line them up or you get poppy seeds everywhere, and then shake. And by doing this, you're going to evenly coat the Dario molds with the poppy seeds. So as you can see, we're nearly there. What I'm going to do is just roll this around like this, and that just makes sure every single part is perfectly coated. Now just pour the excess into the next one, maybe a little bit more. And just roll this around. And there you have 2 perfectly coated Dario molds ready for the mixture once it's warmed. Okay, great. That's finished warming. So now the mixture is going to be so much easier to pour. We're just going to scrape the sides and then blend it to give it a really silky texture. So lid on, 10 seconds on speed 4. Okay, so that's finished blending. The cheesecake mixture looks great. There you go. So we're just going to pour this into our Dario molds, which we've lined with the poppy seeds. You just want to fill them about 1 centimetre to the top. Don't fill them all the way. How good does this look? Okay, I'm just going to do 4 to show you. So we'll put that to the side. So what you need to do now is take a clean Thermomix bowl with 500 ml of water in it. In the Thermomix, lid on and varoma in place. Now what we're going to do is we're going to assemble these 8 Dario molds inside the varoma. They will just fit. And then take paper towel. It's really important to use paper towel or a clean chucks or something along those lines for this part of the recipe. If you don't, you'll find the water from the steam drips into the cheesecakes and they become really watery on the top. So we're just going to put this over, lid on, and then just pull it tight so it's firm across the top and it's not sitting on the top of the cheesecakes. Then we're going to steam these for 20 minutes, speed 3, varoma temperature. The cheesecakes here have come out of the varoma, they've steamed for 20 minutes, and now we've just let them sit at room temperature for about half an hour. You want them to cool down enough that you can handle them, but not so much that the butter sets hard and then you'll never get them out of the mold. So these ones here have been cooling. We'll just put a plate or a plastic container over the top and release them from the molds. It's really, really easy. That is the beauty of the poppy seed and the butter. We don't want to touch them now. We want to refrigerate them for a minimum 4 hours so they're firm before you serve them. Here's some that we've refrigerated. Just turn them over so you can see the beautiful yellow tops. Get a generous amount of lemon curd from Quick Fix in the Thermomix, serve them with a dollop on top, and you have an absolutely beautiful restaurant quality dessert that you can make at home so easily. Give them a go.